Hi, guys. It's Jessica again with Spill the Tea. We're spilling the tea on community and success. And today we have the lovely DeAnna Hamm with First Choice Better Homes and Land. She is a generational real estate agent with a family around her, all in real estate. DeAnna, let's start this off with my favorite thing, food.
Always.
Favorite food spot.
I have a lot of favorites, but Basilico is really my go-to. 3 locations makes it really easy. But the one at Harrison Crossing, because it's larger and has some nooks, so I can either go with clients, friends, family, or even by myself. We even haven't had business meeting there in the past, but they have free Wi-Fi and good desserts.
Desserts. Yeah.
So yeah, I've been known to stop in there or just leave the office to go work there so I can have a different atmosphere.
I know you're right. It is quiet. They have lots of little places in Harrison Crossing.
Mhm.
And
And I never had anything bad there, like
never.
anything. So
What's your favorite dessert from there?
any kind of cheesecake that has chocolate.
Oh, okay. Are you like a peanut butter and chocolate girl or just chocolate and cheesecake?
Probably just chocolate and cheesecake. I like peanut butter, but I didn't have it for so long because my son had an allergy. Thank you, Lord, he's not anymore. But we didn't have any peanuts or peanut butter around for so long. I kind of just
Yeah,
don't love it anymore. I don't hate it, but
it's probably a good thing.
yeah. Although I will tell you that Agora has really good peanut butter hot chocolate. If you've never had it,
Oh,
it is
never tried that.
so good.
Peanut butter hot chocolate.
hmm Yep,
That does sound
it
amazing.
is
Yeah.
definitely.
Or another great
Yep,
spot locally for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. So after a stressful week, obviously we have lots of those in real estate. You're always hit with something different. Sometimes it's a good day and sometimes it's not, or even just a guilty pleasure. What's your favorite thing to indulge on? Are you an indulge kind of girl?
Mm, maybe on occasion, but I go out of my way to have a biweekly massage. I cut out so many different things.
So tell you something.
I cut out things in my life so that I could do that. And I am signed up for the membership, and it's actually cheaper if you have a membership, which means I can afford to do it biweekly. It's really important to me. I never knew. Actually, I used to hate massages, but yes, I cannot not do that. But I also like to work hard. I refinish furniture in my garage with the music up or in my earbuds. I like to organize things, friends, clients. And if I just really need to focus my brain on something else, I will dump everything out in my pantry or whatever
And just organize it up.
at home because it makes me stop thinking about this and focusing on something else.
Yeah.
So,
I'm definitely a like having a bad day or stressed about something clean
yeah,
kind of person too, or like organized. It doesn't matter what time of day or night it is.
yeah.
I've definitely gone in the kitchen and at like 7 o'clock at night, like, hey, this is what we're tackling today. I can understand that. So where do you get a massage at that you have a membership and can go bi-weekly? I need to know about this.
Spavia. I've been going there for a little over a year. Bummed because my regular massage lady has moved on to a different avenue within that industry, but I've had some really great massages. I'm kind of trying everybody out.
To find a new person.
Yeah, to see who I love, but it's very welcoming.
Does it kind of like melt away the stress?
Sometimes I'm a person who likes a really hard massage. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to go in there.
I'm a deep tissue
Yeah,
massage. Get your elbow in there.
I like to walk out and feel like, okay, I'm good now, but I know it's going to hurt tomorrow, but it's going to be the good hurt.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
So I think I'm more relaxed that evening than I am right afterwards. And I usually have a better night's sleep right afterwards.
Yeah. And getting a good night's sleep, so important.
Mhm.
So that makes a huge difference. Is that in Central Park?
It is.
Do they have other locations or is it just Central Park?
It is a chain, I believe, but I don't think locally, like the immediate local area, there's another one. I will tell you that also the medical massage clinic is awesome. I haven't been there in quite a while, but I really did like their location as well.
They're on
Courthouse Road, 208 in Spotsy.
So that leads me really into kind of the next question. And I think that this pairs well with your love for massages because I know you are such a hard worker. We talk about value all the time. So, what is one way you personally show up for clients that really sets you apart from other agents in this industry? Because I think it is important to set yourself apart, even though all of you wear so many different hats.
Well, I could tell you what the typical answer would be with any of us. We all have we do this and we do that. But I think that what sets me apart is I have some handy woman skills that agents don't generally have. Last night I removed baluster on one of my clients' front porch and took it home and painted it. And after we finish hanging out, I'm going to go reinstall it and
put it back up and it's ready to go.
To make sure there
inspections, appraisals, listing, whatever it is.
Yeah, I had some wood rot, and so it's a VA buyer, and I know they would have pointed that out. But in your old neighborhood, I was painting the front porch.
Yeah, that's I know why she massages, because she gets in it. Like when she has a listing, or even for a buyer, I've seen her show up in ways to make sure that the property is passing appraisals or inspections, or really whatever it is that she can help contribute. And she does have such great handy woman skills that she will get down and dirty and get it done. Whether it's removing balusters, painting them on the spot,
or paint the runs, put some trim down, nothing major, but stuff that I have I do.
Into a deck before where you had to like strip the paint or something?
Well, I replaced the deck boards.
Replaced the deck board?
Just a couple of them.
That's a whole different thing.
On a step. And then at the same house, I filled in trim at a door that it just needed to be replaced.
Yeah,
I like hard work. It keeps me busy and it keeps me connected to my dad. He passed away a couple of years ago. That's not a sad thing, but it keeps me connected to him because that's what he did. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, what a special way to help reconnect, because I remember before your dad passed away that he would be right out there with you. Doing these kind of things for clients' houses and, kind of whatever it took to get it done, and having that special connection and special way that you guys can still remember him and be connected to him directly is really awesome.
Yeah. And of course, saving clients money by being able to do it myself is always save them a couple of dollars.
Such an added benefit. Everything is so expensive.
Yes, it is.
And most of the time they're doing everything they can just to either get in the house or to sell it, and every dollar counts.
Yep, absolutely.
And you're right, doing that work yourself really can save them a lot of money. So with that, we've talked about your dad, who obviously I'm sure is such a huge impact to your business, but now who would you say is an unsung hero within your business support system? Because it takes a village, right, to raise the children and to run a business.
Yes. My dogs.
I love it. I love it.
Kidding, but not kidding. Their days with me are shortened because I work long hours, and they deserve a lot more of my time than they get. And they also have to listen to me, and God bless them for that. But my clients, my referral base, they are the heroes because they're who keep me busy. I don't pay for referrals. I don't do anything big and special to bring in clients. I just, the relationships and
being yourself.
Yeah.
That's pretty big and special.
Being good to people and they're good to you. So the unsung heroes are the people who continue to look out for me and help me continue to run my business so I can help them and help their family members.
Yeah. I think people sometimes don't realize that as a real estate agent, referrals are how you build your business and how you keep the roof above your head, the lights on, and then be able to pay that forward and help so many people. So I think that's a great unsung hero. Yeah. Now back to the dogs.
Yes.
What are your dogs' names?
Quinn, she'll be 6 in December. And Cruz, he is 2.5. Quinn is like the emotional, moody teenage daughter that I'm so glad God did not bless me with.
It'd be great with a daughter, but they test your patience on their level. So a dog is a great thing to have as your daughter.
Yeah, she's so smart, like stupid smart. And then we have Cruz, and he is Scooby Doo. He is loving and happy, and that's about it. There's not a whole lot more going on other than.
And they're big dogs, right?
Yes. Quinn is. We were told Cruz was a King Corso, but Cane Corso for the real lovers. Quinn is definitely purebred Cane Corso, and Cruz was given to us, and we suspect he's probably a Boerboel. A Cane Corso is an Italian Mastiff. A Boerboel is an African Mastiff. Not a ton of difference, but the muscle and the build, the shape of the head is a little bit different. But he's probably, my guess is 130. My mom and my niece say between 145 and 150 pounds.
We just tried to pick him up.
No. Actually, I got him he is a big scaredy cat, and not like one of the dogs that are scared because they like who get mean when they're scared. Like he's a flight guy. He is not a fight guy.
He's running.
Yes, he would not get his back legs in the shower the other day. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this. It's got to be done.
I hope you had your massage after you wrestled the dog into.
No, I didn't. I didn't, unfortunately.
Better planning next time. Now you know what to expect and how to plan that.
That was a new thing. I know this is weird, but I'm usually in my swimsuit. He gets in the shower with me.
Yeah.
Because it's just easier. So
yeah.
But he just didn't want to get in the shower, so I had to get him in the bathtub, which is, whew.
Like, I'm not going to do that again. We're getting in the shower next time, but.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what
we have a pretty big walk-in shower too, and it's got a bench in there. So our mini Aussie, I'll pick him up and put him up there so I don't have to bend down as much. Other dog, Sadie, she is scared of everything, but she's also still short, so I have to pick her and put her up there. But she's so freaked out, and it's just easier to sit in the shower versus a bathtub, which is how we used to be them if we didn't take them to the groomer.
Yeah.
Somewhere else. Do they love the baths or no?
They don't hate them. Actually, Cruz used to love it, but for some reason he was just weird. But everybody has their days, so. But they usually know it's followed by getting their nails done, trimmed. So, and that's not their favorite.
That's the part they really didn't like.
So they kind of know the now and then and cause and effect of
what's coming.
Yes.
What's coming next?
Quinn, I'm sorry, she gets her nails done, painted afterwards, and she's the princess.
Oh, I can't believe she stayed still for that.
Yes. No, she knows, again, what happens first has something in return.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to have her nails trimmed, but she knows she's getting them painted afterwards. And she knows that people are like, ooh, look at you. Yeah, and she's like my emotional teenage female.
It's one way to get your daughter love out.
Yeah.
Pour it into the dog.
And I'd like to say it's cheaper, but it's not.
Yeah, probably not. I don't know. Coming from somebody who does have a daughter who loves to shop and all the things, I'm like, girl.
Yeah, my son loves to shop, so.
Yeah, I guess you're at that like fun teenage boy stage where you have one that is the funner of the stages who actually likes to shop and clothes.
Yeah.
So at least you get all of that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for I never know what's cool.
Oh God. No. How would you even keep up? It just changes. I can't.
Yeah. And he's very pretty. He's very handsome. But he's got his own style and his own kind of swagger. So it's, even if I tried to keep up, it would be wrong for him.
Yeah.
So, and I love that about him. That's not a knock. I love that he's his own person when it comes to most things, but fashion.
Yeah, because you really don't usually get that with boys.
No,
yeah.
No.
They all just, my boys are sweatpants and t-shirts.
Yeah.
Nothing fun.
Dane might be in sweatpants often, but he's going to like trim the bottoms of them off, or
he's going to make it somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Like you definitely must get that like from you.
Well, they're finishing furniture. So one day he came downstairs and he was like, Mom, can I do something with this shirt? And so he's like spray painting it and distressing it. He used my dog nail trimmers to distress a pair of jeans, and I was so upset. I had to get another set.
Yeah.
But so yeah, he may have sweatpants on, but they may be splashed with bleach or sprayed with spray paint or distressed.
Something to make it him. I love that. Okay, let's switch it up a little bit and talk about this crazy market, right? When things get crazy or there's a shift, which we've seen over the last really several years. I feel like every year has thrown a little something different at us. What is something that really kind of keeps you from losing it, or your mantra, or keeps you going and grounded in it all?
This may sound very direct, but I'm going to be direct.
And that's what we love.
Yeah, nothing in real estate is life or death. Take a deep breath, move forward, empathize, and come up with a plan. I lost a lot of sleep in the beginning, made myself sick with stress in the beginning of real estate. And then I just had to realize that, if there's nothing you can do right now, there's nothing you can do right now.
Sometimes it's just out of your control.
Right.
Yeah.
Just stay on top and communicate. But yeah, nothing in real estate is life or death. We'll keep it spinning and then
you figure it out.
Yeah.
What's the actual solution to getting it going, even if it didn't look like what the initial picture was. A mentor once told me, but did anybody die?
Right.
And I'm like, no. I mean, I feel like I could die right now, but it's because of the stress that I'm experiencing that we bring on ourselves, and because we empathize so much and care and have that passion. But it's not sustainable, right?
Mhm.
And so I love that over time, like you've come to realize that. And that is a big thing that I think, while it feels like really bad in the moment and it's not great, it's not death, right? It could be worse. Everybody still survives at the end and we come up with something to make it better.
Yeah. Even take it back to the Bible. This too shall pass.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of times you kind of have to really be rooted in some sort of faith through all of it because it is very stressful.
Yeah, it
You're
is.
you're holding people's lives in your hands and their two biggest things of insecurities, which is finance and housing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are so big. And, I know being in the other, in their shoes, how stressful it can be. But if we don't stay cool and calm, they're going to see it all over our face. And then we're not going to be doing the job that we need to do or serving them in the way that's best.
Even if it doesn't feel like it right now for them or us, we still have to put our big girl panties on and find a path forward and serve them for what is really in the best, giving them their options and guidance through all of it.
Yeah. And having a great team, working with people that you can call with stupid questions. Jessica has taken some calls for me.
My motto is always there is no stupid question. You don't know, ask them all, because
Yes.
in your mind it might feel like a stupid question, but it's probably really not.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's very complex.
Yes.
Lending, mortgages, real estate, there's a lot of complexities that I think a lot of times people underestimate and what they think are surface level questions, but they're really not.
Yeah, they're definitely not. There's a lot to learn. And if you've never done the process of buying a house before, it's really confusing and integral. And if you've not bought a house in 5 years, there's been so many things that have changed that it's like starting from scratch. So unless you're a continuous buyer and seller or investor, it's
Something's
new.
yeah, yeah. We bought another house last year and we had owned our other house for 17 years. So it had been 17 years since we bought a house. And even though I work in mortgages and see real estate all the time, there's a lot of things that even I don't know from the real estate side that I rely on a really great partner for to kind of really divulge and help and to really get through it and be a sounding board.
Yeah.
And that's really what we are, is a sounding board to answer
Yeah.
and guide and know your options, right? And I think a lot of times when people start asking those questions, it uncovers things for us to, one, help relate to them with, but also help guide them because it often brings into other things, right, that maybe we weren't aware of that could make a difference situation, whether it be positive or negative. And having those open lines of communication is just so important.
And it's a chance for us to educate ourselves on something, which is so important.
Yeah. Because it's changing every day. And there's a lot of complexities and it's a giant puzzle. Every single person, every single purchase, sale, all of it, there's a massive amount of puzzle pieces that are always changing. They might have the same frame, but the interior is always different. Yep.
Very much so. By the way, it's still really pretty downtown. Some of the trees have lost their leaves, but it's still really pretty down here.
Yeah. And it's the best time of year. 4-hour parking.
Oh, I didn't see Look there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Not only do you get to see Christmas lights, but you get 4-hour parking the best time of year. Yep. I love downtown.
Yes, I do too.
And there's so many streets that you can kind of turn down and go in and see something new that you maybe wouldn't have seen.
Yeah, I have a client. I actually passed their house not too long ago, and I would have never thought that house for them, but they are doing some really cute updates and upgrades. They're going to be doing some expanding in the future, so I'm looking forward to see how that turns out.
I love seeing the renovations of these old houses downtown. It's so cool.
I like to see the really nicely renovated older homes that have been turned into really nice apartments. Some of them have been chopped up and aren't great, but some of them are just gorgeous.
Yeah. It is kind of cool to see how they change a single family home into a multifamily and make all these little apartments inside this one house. It's very cool. All right, let's spill it. What's a hot take or myth in the industry that you keep hearing?
then we're going to have another burst of a bubble like we did in
Mm.
2006, 2007. And we might have some changes, but we're not going to have a bust like we did then. It's impossible, really, because, and largely, and this is not a knock on you guys, because it was just how things were done in that time frame.
Yes.
Mortgages.
I didn't work in mortgages then, so I don't have to take any of that. But you're right. A large part of it is
with
mortgages that has happened. You need more than a pulse now.
Right.
Mortgage.
Right.
Turns out you need a lot. Like, we're all up in your biz now.
Yeah.
Over and over. Yeah. We just have to apologize in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
and I tell my clients, hey, they're going to ask you the same questions for the same documents over and over. Just know now and just send it. Don't ask questions. Just do it. Keep this moving.
A lot of times it feels like the same document, but I promise it's probably not. There is probably something different.
And they're so excited and so anxious about the next step in the purchase that it does feel like that.
Yeah, it can be tedious. It can be tedious. There's the turbulence that comes into it for sure, which isn't fun.
Yes.
But we have to remember the end goal. So how do you kind of combat that question with your clients now, like on a daily basis or when it comes up? Because it comes up.
Yes, it
usually
does.
multiple times a week, especially with the change in the market here in Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania and our surrounding counties. While a lot of times we're insulated from most of the national things, we still do see changes. So how do you kind of combat that?
Just the same, just like I was saying, it's not going to happen because we have had a giant overhaul in the mortgage industry, and there's been some overhaul in the real estate industry to protect from things like that. So we just don't expect to see that kind. Do we expect to see changes? Yes. Is it changing right now? Absolutely. But from what I'm seeing, the industry is still pretty good in our area. I haven't seen a ton of slowdown, just seen a flip-flop. It's no longer a seller's market unless you have that house that's priced perfectly that everybody wants. And in that case, you still may get a couple of offers, 3 or 4, which is amazing. But usually we're seeing houses sit on the market for 30 to 45 days and a lot of seller concessions to buyers. So it's just a shift in the market. Things have slowed down, not with the purchasing, but within the quickness that buyers are purchasing. You and I are working with a couple. One showed up yesterday that had been a year or so since we'd really talked to him, and
it's just been in our pockets for 2 years, maybe even longer. When the buyers are ready, they are ready, and they're moving a lot faster than what we had seen in the past, which I think leads us down that this isn't going to be like this forever, and it's probably not going to be like this for long in terms of it being more of a buyer's market and you having the ability, because when you start moving and making decisions to buy, whatever is triggering you to do that, don't think that's not happening for other people.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. I mean, I just was looking on the dashboard the other day. We still don't have a ton of inventory. There's not a lot of houses to choose from, which is a large difference between when the market crashed and now.
Yeah.
Right?
So there is still not a ton of inventory. I will say Stafford seemed to get a little bump, almost double what they had about 3 months ago. But that's not uncommon because they are right there at Quantico and a lot of federal government employees
and military.
And they've had kind of a unique couple of months. So there's some uncertainty for them. So that's, in my opinion, what I'm attributing that to.
Have you seen it kind of come down? Or is it still sitting at a little bit of a higher inventory number?
I haven't looked at it this week, but last week when I was given a roundup to one of my clients, it was still higher than I'm used to seeing it. And houses were still sitting on the market for longer, which is kind of the opposite. We used to see houses sit a little longer in Spotsy and move quicker in Stafford just because it was a little further north. Right. Now it's people, and now Spotsy's a little bit cheaper. Houses are moving a little bit quicker. So,
an interesting change.
Yep.
What would you say is a quick game changer tip that every agent should be doing right now that you've implemented in your business?
Relationships. Maintain relationships. Don't burn bridges. Talk to everybody. Wear your name tag. I know business cards are a thing of the past, but If you worked in the real estate industry, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. But
There's a reason it works,
yes,
right?
right,
We overcomplicate
right.
things.
If you have it on your card on your phone that you can tap, but often if somebody throws it in their pocket, they're going to have to get it out of the pocket and then they're going to lay it on a dresser or a vanity in a bathroom and it's going to sit there. So they're going to see it
Again.
more than not. But relationships are so important. That just kind of goes back to the beginning. My clients, friends, family being my referral source. You keep those relationships. You keep them in the industry. You don't burn bridges. Make friends with the agents that you're working with. Go see different lenders. I'm sorry. But,
I understand.
yeah, yeah,
You got to make sure it's a good fit.
right. It's,
Yeah.
and it's a few times there's a specific kind of person that somebody might want to work with. And you help them find that, give them lots of choices, but different title companies, you talk to them, pest control companies, home inspectors. It's important to not just have one that you go to. You have an array and keep those relationships. And honestly, if you have those good, solid relationships and they see that you're a good agent, then they're going to refer people to you as well.
Yeah.
They see that you work hard and they know that you work for your clients. So it's about relationships. The whole industry is about relationships.
And you never know when your go-to person is going to move away or leave the industry, retire, or whatever it is. So I can understand, yeah, for sure, having, as you said, to your point, relationships and just knowing people in your community and your town.
Yeah. And I always go to the same, well, I always go to the same 7-Eleven. And so the people working there, they know me and they ask for business cards and, you know, they're my people now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even something as simple as the places that you go on a regular basis, whether it's for your coffee or your gas or just saying hello and treating them well. Yeah. So why with that, why do you think that 87% of agents typically fail within the first 5 years? That's a really, really big number.
Yeah, it's huge. I think that a lot of agents come in thinking they can change the game, that they,
Reinvent the wheel.
yeah, they have watched what's going on the West Coast and think it's going to work here on the East Coast. I will tell you, there is a lot that happens in real estate on the West Coast that has been tried here and it doesn't work. They try and come in and they're going to do things different and they're going to jump in and, it's tried and true, but with bumps in technology, things change a little bit, but there's not a lot of big change. So coming in thinking that you're going to change it, coming in thinking that you're going to make a lot of money right away, not happening. Sometimes you're not going to make a lot of money at all, ever. Coming in and thinking that you are going to have a ton of flexibility and you're going to be able to do this part-time, just having unrealistic expectations. It is not at all like what you see on TV. It is a lot of work, a lot of long hours. So I think that the unrealistic expectations is why people don't succeed. They don't really truly understand that it's
What it takes.
it's a long time before you really start having a consistent income and the work that you have to put in the beginning.
Then you come out so hot.
Yes.
I mean, burnout,
Yes.
obviously,
Yes.
because when you come in hard and heavy like that, thinking you're going to take over the world, which I am not one to speak. I like to do all of the things and I want to do all of the things right now.
Yeah.
But you have to realize you can't.
Yes.
You have to start small. You have to keep it simple. You have to stick with the basics for a little while.
Yeah.
And there's a reason those basics work,
Yeah.
to your point.
And you have to listen to the people who are around you that have been in the business for a long time, who've been successful, who have a good following. Just being in the business a long time isn't always success. It's those people who can continually bring back their clientele. What are they doing? What are they suggesting? And you do it because it works.
Find the people that you want to emulate and do it.
Yep.
Ask them questions.
And most of the seasoned agents are happy to share. They want to share. They want to see you be successful because it's about relationships. They're good people and they want to see other people do great. And then I think there's a stigma about doing rentals. You don't necessarily have to do rentals as a seasoned agent, as somebody who has already built a large referral source. But you need to come in doing rental properties. Working with renters, you're going to learn a lot about credit that way. but you're going to build a clientele. And that's the long game in real estate. I looked and I've done 23 rentals this year. That's like almost 2 a month. I have 2 more in the pipeline that I know for sure. But of course, this time of year, moving slows down.
Right. It's cold.
Yeah. The holidays are approaching. The compensation, but it can be different. And one time before I was a realtor, but working in real estate, I asked my broker, why did this one couple who worked at the office do so many rentals and was it really worth it? And she told me, well, it keeps them in gas and groceries. And I was like, oh, okay. Gas and groceries are expensive.
It adds up. Yeah.
So my goal is 2 rentals a month. I have in my head what bills those 2 rentals a month cover. And then
tying it to a why.
Yeah.
That is huge right there.
Yeah.
Tying it to a why. Yeah.
But I am building clientele at least, I believe I've sold homes to you were 3 past renters just this year. That's you building your clientele. It's a way to build clientele that I love my renters. I love watching them grow and helping them get to the next level. But it can be a tedious job because you have to work with them in ways that usually the lender has to work with them, helping them with their credits, figure out how to pull their credit, figure out what's on their credits, their employment information, how long, who, where, helping them understand that they have to have a positive line of credit. It can't just be 0 credit and paying off things. So you're getting an education when you're working with rentals, not just building your future business.
Yeah. So you told me something the other day that I really loved because you don't normally hear that. And I think a lot of it is because of the amount of work that it takes. Obviously, the pay is different than selling a house, but it's still really, really important. So what is your goal for 2026?
The trifecta.
The trifecta.
In my office, I would like to be at least once next year the top listing sales and rental agent in my office. I think between my mom and I, we work heavy with renters. And I think with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 months, both of us have been the top rental agents. About relationships. Going back to that, my mom worked with a company and asked her if she would be their rental agent. And then she brought me on. So they send us their referrals. Another company sends us their referrals. And then I work with 2 or 3 other companies off and on. And she works with a couple others off and on as their rental agent as well. I have one that's out of Northern Virginia. And whenever they have listings in Safford, they send me their rental leads. Those are relationships. Like that's why you're good to the people that you're working with. Because who would have ever thought? I think realtors are kind of thought of being competitive with each other, and my company is definitely not. But for them to send us their business because they don't do dual agency is
You just never
there. It's a blessing.
can come for what it is and what it can turn into, to your point. That's awesome. I love that. One of the many reasons I love DeAnna here as one of my preferred agents as well, because you're honest, you're kind, and you just generally want to see people succeed.
I definitely do.
That has to come above anything in this business, for sure.
Yeah, I'm about the people, but doing it for the people. Of course, it's great that I'm able to take care of my family, but doing it for the people in the community,
making a difference in that community, especially an area of the community that maybe doesn't always get the most attention, but still just deserves it like anybody else.
Yes.
And that's so important.
I love to see when it says that they're the first person in their family to ever own a house. We had a young lady several years ago, and she was young. I think she was 20, very young, purchased a home, and she was the first person in her family. I'm getting chills.
Yeah.
To ever purchase a home. And,
that's huge.
Yeah.
What a legacy that they now get to leave behind.
Yes.
And pave the path forward for their children and their future children. One of the best things about real estate, honestly.
Yeah. We got to be part of that journey and making paths, like you said, for future generations and helping her to show that she did it. And so can you guys, come in.
But we just have to put in the hard work, have the right mindset and have the right team.
But yeah, IG, absolutely.
From all the clients that you've worked with in the past, what's a compliment or piece of feedback that has really stuck with you?
I don't know. I like compliments.
I can see you blushing.
Just that they appreciate how hard I've worked for them.
That they notice how hard you work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be off the wall. But I worked in prison ministry for a lot of years. And
I did not know that about you.
yeah, in my church, a long time, I enjoyed it. My background is actually, I have a degree in counseling focusing on correctional psychology.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I've been able to help people that I worked with in prison ministry purchase homes.
That's awesome.
It's
talk about, I mean, really being there for the whole journey from start to finish.
Yeah.
And just being able to see that progression in somebody. How special is that? Oh, I love that.
Some of them rented and then purchased, but mostly they purchased mostly they purchased instead of renting because it's much harder to get into a rental with a history around. Whereas unless you're an HOA and you have certain offenses, you can buy a house anywhere. I guess it's that I stuck by him. They couldn't believe I stuck by him that long. And I feel like it's a compliment because I don't want to leave people in the past, and I'll stick with you as long as you stick with me. So
as long as you're willing to do the work, DeAnna is going to get you to that end goal.
And goal if you're not doing the work. Yeah, I'll tell you if you're not doing the work because I am, like I said, I'm a little direct. It's in love.
Tough love.
Yeah, love.
You know what they're capable of. You know what that goal is that they came to you with early on, and when they're veering off the path, sometimes they need to tell somebody to tell them what's up.
Yeah. Oh, and trust me, my 24-year-old son just told me a few days ago how much he hated it, but now how much he appreciates it. And I don't know if he really wanted something or he really, no, he was being genuine. He's the sweetest, biggest heart, right? But he didn't love my directness and over honesty, but
in the moment, he loves it. Something I heard the other day that really kind of stuck with me is maybe take a step back after somebody gives you that tough love and then go and show them your gratitude for their passion in it, right?
Yeah.
They're not saying it to usually be mean. They're saying it to really help you move forward. And
sometimes as the givers also have to step back and make sure that we don't need to follow up with, you understand how much I love you. I expect you to communicate with me the same way I'm communicating with you. If you think that you need to discuss something with me about anything and be that forward, I'm here for it. If you're not here for it, you don't get to be tough and direct with other people.
We can't fix what we don't know is broken. Yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly welcome that as well because we want to do whatever we can to get better.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up with one fun one.
Okay.
What is a trend you hope doesn't come back?
Oh my gosh. Carpet in bathrooms.
Ew. See this?
Yeah, on occasion. Yeah. More so in much older homes, in older double wides. Yes. I spent the summers in Oklahoma though, and there was always carpet in bathrooms.
But like, why?
I don't know.
Why did somebody think that was a good idea?
I don't know. Like, I remember going there and seeing that thing and it was weird, but never until I became an adult thought about all the grossness.
How nasty it was.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my Oklahoma family. I don't think you guys still have it. But
hopefully you took it out. If not, take it out.
Yeah. It's, ugh. And it was always like brown,
Or like a red. Yeah. Like a bright burgundy red, deep red color. It was awful.
I think it's weird in dining rooms too, but I still see that a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either, but you do still kind of see it. I think it just depends on the placement of the home and maybe kind of what was there. Probably ease of switching it.
Yeah.
Or not switching it rather, but not a fan of that either.
No,
so let's hope that going forward, there are no more carpets in bathrooms, especially next to a tub. That's the word.
I don't know. I think maybe next to a toilet when you have boys might be worse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
From one boy mom to another.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even go in my boy's bathroom. I'm like, y'all better clean that. Make them clean it before even the cleaner comes over.
Yeah.
Because it's nasty. Yeah.
For sure.
Kate, is there anything else you want to leave everybody with? One thing about you?
I think they learned a lot about me today.
Yeah.
Just that I am a boy mom, a dog mom to nieces and nephews when they're pissed off at their moms. And I love this community. My grandma used to always say that she never understood why people complained. You know, it's a great community. And it really is. When it's time to come together, this community comes together. If there's somebody in need, that need is met. And I love that. I know it's getting different. It's growing. It is what it is. That's just progress. It's going to grow no matter where you're at. And we're in the middle of everything. We're in the middle of the nation's capital, the state capital, the mountains, the ocean. You can literally do anything within driving distance. And there are not many places in this country that are as unique as that. Love this here. I love our community. I would not change anything. And I hope that we keep stepping up. Yeah, our thing.
And added bonus, sometimes you can experience all 4 seasons in one day.
Yes. You're definitely